the speed of information flow is certainly critical to speeding up the product development process. And when I started my company, I worked at other companies, and big design teams were designing complete vehicles with no data management systems, just sort of ad hoc, file name structures and revision control. And I swear I would never do that again. And when I started my company about a year or two in, I bought a PDM system for myself. And it sounds ridiculous because it's for internal collaboration, but I had a few contractors working for me, and so I knew that the size of projects that I had, we could not be sending files, packages back and forth, and then worrying about revision control and who's got the right version. So I recognize that speed of information flow is key. Now internally that's great, and we've got a bunch of people that collaborate very well internally. When you go outside the company, you're then taking data and you're repackaging it, and then it gets difficult. And we talked about working with the manufacturers, design for manufacturer. We try to get them on board as early as possible. Any kind of the more friction you put in that process of even packaging up files and sending them out, the less you're going to do it. And what I see, the cloud systems are great because you can allow people to access your files and collaborate real time with people outside your company. And also not just from a vendor perspective, but also for remote team members. You no longer have to have people sitting all in the same room, in the same building, the same server, the same network. Mind you, we've done that with VPN, and you can kind of get around that. It's a little clunky, but we've been test driving. Started with SolidWorks, industrial conceptual, and mechanical conceptual last year was sort of cloud-based collaboration. Still a long way to go there.
We've been looking at Onshape and Fusion 360 and a few other online CAD packages, and we've used Upverter as well. And they're still in their infancy. They don't have all the same capabilities that.
What are the weaknesses?
The weakness is the thing that I struggle the most with is I was going to say they're in their infancy, but that will change. They'll eventually be as good as the desktop versions, and we'll have to migrate to them. The thing that we struggle with is I guess data solidarity. So we're not just exclusively designing things in CAD, and we're not exclusively designing circuit boards. Our service is very cohesive. There's a lot of different types of documents, and especially when you have multiple cloud systems, if you can sort of have one cloud system, like all of your CAD is taking place in the cloud, but everything else is stored on your servers, that kind of makes a little more sense to me. When we start letting go of data solidarity for first CAD and then EDA and then something else, for me the challenge is keeping track of multiple systems all that are delivering the same product, and how do we keep those coordinated?